Good evening, gentlemen. I'm absolutely fresh. I'm going to give you some good news. I'm going to focus on Saudi Arabia and give a compliment to Prince Salman bin Mohammed, who's done such a grand job there. You see, now we all heard the name of Kemal Atatürk. I mean, he was actually known as the Great Turk, and he had taken over power in Turkey, I think around 1922, if I remember correctly. And he had ushered in what is called the modern age in Turkey. And he modernized Turkey to such an extent that if you go to Istanbul today, it will be like going to, say, Budapest or Warsaw or any other city in Europe. And that's a lot of credit to uh, General Mustafa. I'm just giving an example that Islam also has got some very revolutionary men who want to take the country forward. I think in the same vein, in the same spirit, we have Prince Salman, uh, who is now the most powerful man in Saudi Arabia. Has been at the helm of some affairs there for some time. There are a lot of some controversies also around him, but I don't want to dwell on them. And most of them, I think, are hearsay without an evidence. So, what exactly is the position in Saudi Arabia? Now, what I'm coming to is the fact that Saudis are changing. Changing in the sense that they are going to have the World Cup, which they're going to stage, I think, in 2034. And that itself is a feather in the cap of the Saudis because they're going to allow open membership of people who want to come there. And they want more and more tourists to come. And the example they have is that of Dubai, which has really made such a lot of progress. One thing is very clear if you go into the past, then you're not going to move forward. I think Salman has done very well, and one of the biggest decisions which he has taken is to lift the ban on alcohol for all the games which are going to come up. That is the Football World Cup. And I was reading the other day that close to 600 outlets in various embassies and malls would be opened up, and people will be able to have a glass of beer anywhere and become a tourist in Saudi Arabia. So the Saudis, I think, are very clear that you can't rely on oil all the time. And there has to be a time when you will have to shift your economy onto something else. And now, the way Prince Salman is going, I think it's all credit to him. He's doing a tremendous job and going to take Saudi Arabia forward. So, gentlemen, this point I wanted to bring it out to you. In contrast, I think India has got a lot to learn from the Saudis. Now, alcohol being allowed in Saudi Arabia is a very, very big thing. It's not a small thing. It's something like in India you have the caste system. Who's going to propel the caste system? Nobody is there. And we have the sad spectacle of the Indian Prime Minister during the height of the 3-day war with, I will say, skirmish with Pakistan. He went and made an announcement that he's going to have a caste census done in all over India. I mean, I was totally confused. I said, here we are battling the terrorists in Pakistan. We have attacked 9 of their camps, and here's the Indian Prime Minister butting in and making this statement. I mean, his mind was somewhere else. And he wants to perpetuate the caste system. Probably he was reacting to the pressure being put by Rahul Gandhi on him. Rahul Gandhi seems to have caught him by the tail, and he doesn't know what to do. His foreign policy has also collapsed, as you know. But thanks to the Saudis, they haven't sided with Pakistan at all, didn't give them weapons, didn't give them money during this period, and they were neutral. And that itself is a sign that Prince Salman is a very, very balanced man. I frankly have never met him, but I've seen his demeanor and the way he goes around. I think he's a very good exponent of Arab culture. And at the same time, he's modifying so many things. The intense hatred for Israel has been toned down by him, and that's a fact. All credit to him. He has opposed the Abraham Accord, which has been signed by the UAE, Bahrain, and Sudan and Morocco with Israel. He hasn't made any statements condemning it or something like that, but probably he was under pressure from the Americans to sign the accord, but he hasn't done that. Probably he will if there is some solution found to the Gaza Strip, and that depends on Donald Trump. Now, as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned, there are a lot of changes on in Saudi Arabia. I have not gone there honestly, though I go very frequently to Dubai and the UAE and spend months there. It's such a wonderful place, you're totally relaxed. You find you've come to a different world. And all credit to Sheikh Maktoum and the Prime Minister, the President of the UAE, who have ushered in this era of liberalization and still keeping the Sharia intact. So that is a thing which the Indians could learn, and I think Modi in particular must learn that he should not get provoked by Rahul Gandhi twisting his tail or something and start going off the ladder. Now, one thing we must be very clear as far as referring to India and the caste system. In 1925, when the RSS was formed, it was formed on the basis of only one thing, that was to give a face to the Hindus. And number one, they did not believe in caste system. They said, we'll do away with the caste system. But 1925 is 100 years since the formation of the RSS, and now we have the RSS saying that caste system is required in India. So why should it be required in India? If a country like Saudi Arabia can introduce bars for the World Cup and drop their rigidity, I don't see what's the problem with India. Why can't we say that there is no caste system here and we are doing away with it? We're doing away with all reservations, all sorts of things. Because India is now looking more and more like the sick man of Asia. It's being hemmed in by all countries, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal. I don't think anybody's a friend. Nobody supported India in the recent clash with Pakistan. So, gentlemen, I think this is a very short video. Basically, tell you that one has to keep a pace with the times. You've got to look forward. You can't keep looking back. And if something's bad in the back, well, you just do away with it. And I'm sure we are going to have a lot more reforms coming in from Prince Salman. And I wish him all the best. Thank you, gentlemen. I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends and subscribe and comment. And I'll say goodbye. God bless and Jai Hind.